Hi there! My name is Cassie Upton, and in this video, I am going to show you the strategy that my husband and I use to create a life, family, and business dream goal plan that we both use in a variety of different ways to set goals for our family and help keep each other accountable and keep each other on the same page. It allows us to just understand what makes the other person happy and what we both really want out of life, especially since we own a business together. This strategy has really just helped us move forward. PJ and I started doing this before we got married, actually, and we've used it to make every big decision in our life, every move, every business change, every life change. We used it to decide when we were going to get married, when we were going to have our first baby. So it's a really great strategy to just come together and have kind of like a template for your life and your family and your dreams. So, if you don't know us, we are the Uptons. My husband, PJ, and I own an online business called Blush Design Company, which includes a travel-themed lifestyle boutique and a podcast. And it is going to also include a membership community for other husband and wife teams like us coming in January of 2018. We are all about adventure and entrepreneurship, and we love doing everything together. So we're all about husband and wife teams and couples that like to travel and learn and grow and do all of that together. So to start this strategy, you really need to take time separately to just pray or meditate or think or be quiet or journal or do whatever you feel makes you comfortable and inspired. We want you to come up separately with specific things that will make you happy in your dream life. So I've heard a lot of people tell me in the past that this is hard for them. They either don't know what they want to do or they are not sure how to decide what exactly it is that will make them happy. So we came up with some of these questions for you to help you brainstorm and focus in to decide some of those things. So PJ and I believe that everyone actually does know what they want. We believe it's innately in us and it's something that we all know, and it's really fear and lack of knowledge that hold us back. So with that being said, what do you love but you feel you're not capable of? Do you ever find yourself saying, oh, I would love to do something like that, but I'm not skilled enough in that? Or, wow, that would be so cool, but I just, I didn't start doing that when I was a child, so it's not possible. Those are usually a good indication of things that make you happy and something that you would like to do in your dream life. You don't have to limit this to careers or specific things like that. You can really think of what you want your life to look like. Do you want to travel? How many kids do you want? Where do you want to live? Think of all of those things as well. Think about what brings you joy. We all know what brings us joy. We all know things that make us happy. So just think of those things. Think about things that you loved as a kid. Things that everyone told you were good at as a kid. Things that you really wanted to pursue, but for whatever reason, life has taken a different direction. Go back to when you were a child and think about those things. Along with what makes you happy, what makes you angry or defensive? Have there ever been situations where you look at someone and you're like, oh, well, they can do that because they have, these circumstances? Or has anyone ever told you, you really should pursue this, and it makes you angry or defensive? That's a good indication that you're still passionate about those things. Anger is a passionate emotion, and I would really dive deep into that and see if there's something in there that you actually really do want to do. Think about the things that you've done in the past. What have you liked and disliked from things that you've done in the past? How can you use what you've learned in the past to create this life that actually makes you really happy? Think about what you dislike. The process of elimination can really help you here. What things just completely turn you off and you absolutely don't want to have in your dream life? Take those things you dislike and turn it into a positive, and that'll give you more on your list of things that you do want. And then the last one is very interesting, and a coach told me this at the beginning of this year, and it really hit me. Think about proximity. What or who is naturally drawn to you? Who do you talk to on a regular basis? What do you find yourself talking about a lot? And then who or what are you often drawn to? What seems to be just naturally put in your path and you don't really have to think about it? So think about all of these things. I've included a little PDF along with this video where you can look at all these questions and write down some of the answers, and it'll hopefully help you come up with your dream and things that make you really happy. And remember, we're doing this part separately. Then you want to take all of that information and you want to come together with your spouse or partner or significant other and discuss it. Now, this is not the time to comment or tell your significant other how you feel about their dreams or goals. You just want to share with each other. You want to be open and vulnerable. You want to keep it positive. You want to be confident when you share. Don't share and be apologetic of things that you really like or really want in your life. In turn, you really need to listen to your partner. You really want to encourage them in their dreams. And you don't want to make too many comments yet, because you're really just doing this part of the exercise to share and to get to know each other better. I really love this part of the strategy when PJ and I get together and do this, because I love hearing his dreams and I love when he acknowledges mine. And I love hearing how they change as he learns and grows and how mine change. And it's just really nice to kind of carve out some time to sit with your significant other and just talk about the big things that you really want out of life. After you have this nice discussion, now is the time to kind of make comments and begin combining and eliminating these things so that you can come up with one plan that fits for both of you in your life together. So you want to work together and discuss how those dreams match. You know, for PJ and I, we both wanted, I think one time we did this, we realized, we had the epiphany that we both wanted to own businesses. And a lot of the businesses that we wanted were so similar that we were like, well, this makes sense. Okay, that goes on the list. Why don't we just come up with something together instead of doing this separately? So what makes sense for both of you? It's also important to talk about what is non-negotiable for each of you. For example, my non-negotiable is I am not going to live in a cabin in the middle of the woods in Alaska. As much as PJ would absolutely love that, that's a non-negotiable for me, and that cannot be on our dream list. So we actually turned that into, in the future, he would like to have a vacation cabin in the woods in Alaska. So more power to him, but that is on his side of the list, and it is a non-negotiable for me. And then for him, some of his he doesn't have as many non-negotiables as I do, but we just talk about it and we work together and we decide what is super important that we need to work into this plan for both of us. Think about what you're most passionate about. Think about, the things that you guys really love together and you really want for your family. We both were really passionate about having multiple children and adopting. So we got to talk a lot about that when we made this plan and talk about how many children we wanted to adopt and how many children we wanted to have. So think about things like that. Decide if some things don't fit. When we talked about this last time, a great example is when we talked about it the first time. PJ wanted to be a Formula One driver for a long time. And he realized, I think at some point, we were still really young, but he just decided for himself that that's not what he really wanted. He really just wanted adventure, and he wanted to live life really fast and really big and out of this world. And he realized that's why he was attracted to being in Formula One, and that realistically, he didn't think being a Formula One driver was on his list. So decide if some things don't fit. And then you want to come up with a final, dream life together. I don't want you to worry if it seems unachievable, and don't worry about making it too rigid, because this is going to change as you guys grow together. This is really just to give you an idea and keep you focused on the same thing and the same endpoint. And if you want to change it down the road, you can absolutely change it. We recommend you do this multiple times, at least once a year, and just reevaluate. So don't get too worked up about it. Don't get too stuck on things. Just decide what your dream is. What would make you both really, really happy? And what things are you going to focus on as a family? Then I want you guys to really believe that it's possible. This is possible for you. This dream life is possible for you. You can think about your dream life and think about the fact that there probably is already someone out there living life at least in a similar way to the way that you want to live. So if they can do it, why can't you? Just know that these dreams and these goals, they're absolutely reachable and they're absolutely possible. So we recommend you guys use this plan or this dream in a few ways. I think you should use it as a guide to create your 10-year, 5-year, and 1-year goals. Make sure that you make goals to get you to this dream life. Don't just, make it and never look at it again and hope your life gets there. You really want to make decisions to get you to this place. Use this as a guide when you make big decisions. Does this make sense in our dream life? When you have a new job opportunity, or if you want to move to a different city, does any of that make sense in your dream life? Use this each year to set words and intentions and even attainable and measurable goals for the year. PJ and I like to sit down and say, okay, what are you focusing on this year? Okay, what am I focusing on this year? And how are those things going to serve us and lead us into our dream life? We recently started using this for our business. We use it as a process to create a business that we desire. And then we also say, okay, does this business fit into our dream life? Does this business plan allow us to live our dream life? Is it a stepping stone to help you get there? Or is your business your dream? Is it fulfilling your dream? And then if you guys don't have a business together, if you guys are still doing your own things or both working 9 to 5s, if you're interested in entrepreneurship and interested in business, use this dream life to create a business that you will both love. Go ahead and make your dreams a reality. I hope this video was helpful to you. I hope that you guys will have a great conversation with your spouse. I hope that it will help you understand each other better and know where you want your life to go and how you want things to play out. I hope it'll just create more intimacy and put you guys on the same page. So we would love to know if this worked well for you and if it was helpful, and continue the conversation and answer any questions you may have. You can find us on Facebook at Blush Design Co., on Instagram at Blush Design Company. Feel free to message us at any time. Feel free to friend me on Facebook or send me a message, Cassie Upton. If you do own a business with your significant other, or if it's your dream to start one or bring your spouse home full time, I would really love for you guys to jump in our private Facebook group, Blog and Business Power Couples, to connect with other couples on a similar journey. We have had so much fun in this group lately, just getting to know each other and just connecting with people who get us. Entrepreneurship can be a really lonely road, and when you do that with your significant other, there are not quite as many people that do it that way, so it's just nice to have people that understand and have similar dreams and goals. You can also get to know us a little bit better through our podcast called Fearlessly Free, where we talk about life, business, adventure, share our stories, and share other crazy fun stories from other couples in business together. So you can find Fearlessly Free on iTunes, Google Play, and on our website, Blush Design Co. We hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day.